Did you ever wonder what would happen if the Camera Titan in the multiverse didn't get infected in Episode 1? Or what if Alpha summoned the Tri-Titan in Episode 29? Yeah, it would be chaotic, right? But in any case, let's get right into it. If the Camera Titan wasn't infected in Episode 1, there would be lots of good things that would benefit the Alliance, but also some bad things as well. For example, he wouldn't aid in taking down the Clock Titan, meaning there wouldn't be any need to go on the rescue mission to save the clock since the Clock Titan wouldn't get defeated. Plus, the Clock Titan would now be present to help in difficult missions like the missile mission and also in the battle against the Scientist and Pennywise Toilet. Also, you all know this means the other Titans would not get upgraded, right? Thus, some battles would be kinda difficult for the other Titans. I'm not also seeing any way the Scientist would have the Time Blasters, so our Mr. Steve wouldn't have to destroy himself. Besides, some missions in the original story would be irrelevant. Another interesting thing is that in this scenario, Alpha wouldn't try to hold back, as I'm sure she would be confident that she is capable of taking out all the Titans in their current forms, which in theory is kinda true. This means that she would attack much earlier with her Counter Titan, and oh my gosh, would this be a total beatdown? Even more than it was against the upgraded TV and Camera Titan. Even if we consider all the base Titans of the Alliance at once, consisting of the Clock, Camera, Speaker, and Drill Titan, the Counter Titan would still end up taking out all of them. With all the Titans out, the Alliance's only last hope would be Titan TV Man, since we know he officially appeared late in the series. But even that wouldn't help the Alliance because, at some point in the story, the Counter Titan would then defeat the TV Titan as well. Thus, Alpha's plan to take out the clocks would be successful. And just like the future Clockman said, she would hunt down the rest of the races in the series and eventually destroy everyone, including the Scabitus. With the arrival of her master, they would completely take over the world. Phew, I think we should be glad that the Camera Titan did get infected. Because of that, we got to see our upgraded Daddy Clock that put an end to the biggest threat we saw so far in the multiverse. Okay, although the first one was kinda unexpected and intense, this next one is even crazier. What if Alpha summoned the Tri-Titan instead of the Counter Titan in Episode 29? Now, this one is very interesting and very plausible to happen, as we have seen Dom Studio collab with Mr. Valance on a blooper video. So, let's say they actually made this a reality, and thus Alpha was able to summon the Tri-Titan. Now, how would this one play out? Well, as you already know, things would be even more difficult for the TV and Camera Titan, as although these two are significantly powerful, they absolutely stand no chance against the Tri-Titan and would be forced to use Rage Mode. Now that's where things get even more interesting. I mean, imagine the Camera and TV Titan both using their true power against the Tri-Titan. Yeah, it would still end up being futile, but still, they would at least be able to do something. But the most important thing here is that they would manage to hold off and stall him until the Clock Titan comes in. Now, this is where things get difficult and different in the story, as unlike the Counter Titan, the Clock Titan wouldn't be able to blitz the Tri-Titan. In fact, this would be a very intense battle between the two, and both of them would have to go all out. But it doesn't matter who is the most powerful between these two. But there is one fact I just want to point out, and it does help us have a bit more deep understanding of who has the upper hand between these two. You see, we all know the Clock Titan is a master of time control, and also similar thing goes for the Tri-Titan as well, who can easily manipulate gravity. And it is also kind of plausible to say that gravity is very impressive and can even bend time. Hence, the Tri-Titan should win, right? Well, not exactly. Even though we agree that gravity is superior to time, which is really debatable, the sheer difference in mastery and control is another really important factor to also consider, as we all know that the Clock Titan has more of that in comparison to the Tri-Titan. I mean, he's called the Time God for a reason, right? So the Clock Titan definitely has the edge when it comes to abilities. However, that's not the only trump card of the Tri-Titan, as he is also really fast. And Dom Studio themselves said that the Clock Titan might have some issues when fighting against a really fast opponent, which we've witnessed in his battle against the Skull Astro. This makes it all the more difficult to know the true winner in a 1v1. However, you guys said the Clock wins, so I'll leave it at that. But back to the story. With the help of the other Titans, the Clock Titan would take the Tri-Titan down, but not totally, and would then proceed to kill Alpha. Check out this video to see all the record holders in the Skibidi Multiverse series. Unique Clockman out.